What's up, people? Well, this is what the mock-up looks like. Sorry if it's windy. I don't know if you're gonna hear me very well. But yep, that's about how high I want it. 8 inches off the ground, so I can still hit the trails. Yet still be stationary. Thinking 36 to 48 wide, or 40 wide. Little update. Love the front end. Should be pretty nice. I got the other. It's gonna have duals, of course. The V-twin. Those I got from my neighbor. He gave them to me. So don't know what they're off of, but some kind of motorcycle, I'm sure. But here's the heart of the beast. I got 2 of these engines. So 16 horse opposed twin. By the time I'm done with it, probably about 25 horse or more. I'm getting one of those little mini nitrous kits, the whole 9 yards. But this is how I'm gonna drive it. And I've been playing around for a month trying to figure out exactly what to do, and because the rear end on this, I was gonna rebuild it, but the rear end sucks. You guys know the snapper drives on a little disc, rubber disc wheel, and then it has a drive shaft, and this fiberglass right here on the drive shaft definitely ain't gonna hold up to high speeds. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it this way. Basically get a 40 series Comet clutch, run it down, and have a live axle going all the way to the back to a right angle gearbox or a Peerless 700 if I can lay it sideways and have it run that way. I just don't know if it's going to be able to shift very good because of the clutch. So if anybody knows if that is a good idea, or just go with the right angle box. So yeah, this was freaking filthy. I cleaned all that up pretty good. I'm going to pull the piston and put new rings in it. Lap the valves. Do the whole rebuild. This is the original engine. I was sitting there playing around today. I had to grease this whole thing with oven cleaner and a bucket of water. I don't have a power washer. That broke, so I just did it by hand. I'm gonna be filling these little holes in, all the body holes, and probably diamond plate that because I want to keep it all original. Like, you know, use all the original stuff. I was gonna build the frame, and I just said nope. I like the original. It's a 1980 snapper. I got to do my steering. Not sure how that's going to go because with the drive system that I'm going to be doing, I'm pretty sure that'll work out pretty cool. Because what I'll do is I'll mount a bearing right here underneath and run the shaft there, and then figure out my point in the back here where I need it, and then run that bearing back there, pillow-wise. What else? Oh, the seat will be a little bit lower. It's got like a 2-inch spacer underneath it, 1 inch. So I'm gonna set that right down, possibly. But I think it'll work out pretty good. It's gonna take me some time to build this. It's not. Oop, there goes my tire. It's not something that's gonna be, you know, in the next few weeks by any means. We're talking $200 for the clutch. Another $200 for the Peerless 700, brand new, of course. Not sure if that's going to work out good or not. But I am going to try something new. I'm going to try to do some videos of me actually working on it, not just showing you guys this like this. I'm going to actually do some work and show it. I'm going to put some teeth or something out of diamond plate, like a mouth. That's the only reason why I love this mower, is the front end, and just the fact that it's got the flares on the side. And that is, I believe that is a 2-inch exhaust. So yeah, all this is going to be filled in. Unless I do end up with the Peerless, then I will be using this. Somehow hook that up to the Peerless. think that would be pretty cool. Comet torque converter with a transmission. I've seen one guy, I don't remember his name, he had it, he has the normal lawnmower engine, and he has a torque converter hooked up to that, running to his transaxle. So I'm thinking it will work. If anything, I'll just have to put like a little brake onto the axle, so when I actually do hit, like when it goes down to idle, when I let off the gas to shift, I'll hit a brake that will stop that axle. And I don't know how that's all going to work. I really don't know too much about all this. I was always in the mini bikes and three-wheel bikes, and I figured those are not that much fun anymore, so I'm doing this one. Here's my front axle. I don't think I'm going to use that, because this thing, I'm probably going to have it up to speeds of 50 plus miles an hour, so I was going to cut it and weld those arms in here, but I don't think the welds will be strong enough. I just don't trust that. I'd rather have a straight bar going all the way across that I can bolt on. And I'm thinking about welding this frame together, possibly. I think that would be smart, so bolts don't vibrate loose. And then it's all going to be stainless steel bolts when I'm done. And then like these two holes will be, that's my other support beam that goes all the way across. And then also right here. And then I got some in the back. So most of these holes are going to be filled. I know I'm just rambling on, but I figured I want to do something cool. And this thing was not this low. It was quite a bit higher. I mean, you're talking, you had that thing off the back of it, and it went right in here. So, you know, it was, the back end was like yay high, probably 2 of the cinder blocks high. And if anybody's looking for the mower deck for this, it's in pretty good shape. It don't have no holes or nothing. The blades are on there. Let me know. I'm looking for a Peerless 700. I got some stuff to trade. What else I got going on? I got a mess back here. My old ass air compressor. But right there's the other engine. And I have some PTO. I got 2 PTOs that I don't really need. But this engine runs good. The only thing broke right there on the motor mount, just one of them. If anybody wants to trade for a Peerless for that, and maybe like $50, we'll do that too. There's another exhaust. I got moved back to the shed again. I'm tired of walking back and forth, so I'll just move my crap back here. I live in Florida, and it's rainy season's over. It's winter time. But this is the beast. I need to figure out a better table. I put all my scrap. I did all this, cleaned up the yard yesterday. Got all that freaking pole. It was a 20 by 20 tent. Wind blew it down. This ain't gonna be badass. So yeah, once again, if anybody knows if I can do the torque converter to a Peerless 700, if it's going to shift okay. I don't care if I burn through shift keys or whatever, that's no big deal. And I'm not a racer, it's just going to be something that I'm cruising around on. I'm not going to be beating the crap out of it. Although I do have a bunch of lakes in the back that'll be ripping through some sand and stuff. So that's why I want it wide. And some wider tires probably. But for now, I'm going to get it rolling like this, and I want to keep this. I'm not putting little tiny tires on it. It won't do me any good out here. So, but I'm going to do, I don't know, I got some ideas. It's going to be a slow process, but I will keep you updated. I think the next thing I'm going to do, this is just the mock-up, the part 1 of the build, is going to be plugging the frame, doing the body work on the frame. I like watching that on YouTube because it shows me how people do different things, so I figure I'll do it, and I ain't got nothing better to do. So I'll plug the frame, do the body work, and get these stickers off, all that kind of stuff, get it ready. Yeah, and then start from there and get the motor all lined up and get my pillow box and do the thing, get the shafts all lined up. I think I'll be able to afford to clutch for a little bit. What else? I think that's it. Alrighty, there was my stand, but I moved it back here. Anything else new over here? Oh, see if I get anybody's opinion. No one really watches my channel too much, but hopefully maybe the lawnmower thing they'll be into. If I should put the front axle off the very front of it, or I think I'm gonna have to do all that front. But then I got my hood thing goes in there, but I can always fix that. Put some hinges, or yeah, I got that whole lip too. I can bolt to that because I want to bolt the front end on, and then I got to figure out how to make some spindles. I want some heavy duty spindles, and I will be going with a 1-inch axle. I think that's plenty strong enough. And then another thing I was going to tell is I'm gonna put right here some like 4x2 chunks on each side, and that's where my pillow blocks are gonna bolt up to, and it'll run across. So I will get a little bit more clearance. Well, maybe I could probably line it up where I won't, because I don't want to go too high. So, but I wanted the axle to have a little more support, because this is only like 11 and a half inches wide. And if I'm running a 40-inch axle or 36, I want it to have the most support. So, yeah, I got some body work to do on these fenders. I was going to make my own, but I like the way this looks. So, I'm going to either grind all that shit off and just weld them. I got those just bolted in. Yeah, and just weld them in. Otherwise, just get some flat stock, fill that in. I mean, this is pretty solid right here. It's pretty solid right there. And I don't know. It's got a weird bend in it, so flat stock's going to be kind of hard to work around that. So I was going to use all this piping right here to do the whatever Nerf bars crap, but I like the way this looks, and it's original. I want to go as original as possible, and it's going to be a mud / racing mower. I want it to just be a haul ass. So, alright YouTube, thanks for watching, subscribe, and stay tuned for further updates. Hopefully soon I will be out here plugging some holes and getting it ready to mock up the engine and whatnot. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this is the original engine out of it, and none of the things are broke. So the only thing weird I didn't get about this, one more thing while we're at it. The only thing I don't get is I have a bolt under there. I don't know if you can see, there's a little gap between the motor mounts. Well, the plate, here's the plate bolts right here. There's 1, 2, and 3. But if you notice, that one's up higher, then it goes lower and then lower. So it sits on an angle, which is freaking weird. I don't know how that PTO and all that. I guess a belt, it don't matter about straightness, but I know a chain, and I will be using chain driven other than Comet. So yeah, that was kind of weird, and I was gonna re-drill them out, but I'm just gonna put spacers in the motor and call it good. Probably maybe some rubber plugs, something rubber. No, that won't work, so never mind. But yeah, I gotta get me a valve tool. Those are a pain in the ass. I'm used to the overhead valves, but I heard these engines are really good. And I'm gonna flatten the pistons or throw a smaller horsepower head on it, so it gets more compression. So, yep. Alright YouTube, have a good one.